What if the jeans hanging in your closet right now could make you look more polished, more put together, and more effortlessly stylish this fall? And all you needed was to know which 5 styles are actually worth reaching for. Welcome to the Elegant Closet, the channel for women who believe that great style has no expiration date. If this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a video like this one. Now, here is something most of us have felt at some point. You open your closet, you see a perfectly good pile of jeans, and somehow, nothing feels quite right. You wonder whether what you own is still current, whether it still works for who you are today, and whether it is even worth paying attention to denim trends at this stage of life. The answer to that last question is a very clear yes. And today, we are going to talk about the 5 denim trends that are building serious momentum for fall 2026. Plus one thing that most fashion channels never talk about, but that changes absolutely everything about how jeans look on you. Stay with me through to the end, because that last part is where it all comes together. Before we get into the trends themselves, let us take a moment to talk about why denim means something a little different for women in their mid-50s and beyond. This is the generation that grew up in jeans. You wore them in the 1970s and 80s, when denim was not just clothing, it was a statement. It meant freedom. It meant having your own identity. So when you reach for a pair of jeans today, there is history in that. There is confidence in that. And the best news is this: there are no rigid rules around denim anymore. Everything we are about to talk about is an option, not an obligation. Choose what feels like you. Now, let us start with trend number 1, and this one might surprise you. The slim leg jean is making a real comeback for fall, but it is nothing like what you remember. This is not that painted-on, uncomfortable situation from 10 years ago. The new slim leg breathes. It moves with you. It looks like a deliberate choice rather than an afterthought. The key is in 3 specific details. First, always go high-rise, meaning the waistband sits at or above your natural waist. This defines your waist and smooths everything below it without you having to do anything extra. Second, look for fabric that contains about 1 to 2% elastane. That small amount of stretch is what keeps the jean comfortable from morning to evening without losing its shape. Third, choose a dark wash. Deep indigo or navy creates a clean, streamlined look that reads almost like a tailored trouser. Pair it with leather loafers, a soft silk blouse, and a structured jacket, and you have an outfit that works for a weekend brunch just as easily as it works for a busy day out. This is the jean for the woman who does not want to try too hard, but still wants to look like she absolutely did. And that brings us to trend number 2, which has been quietly building for a couple of seasons now, and is not slowing down. The barrel leg jean. The silhouette is wider through the hip and thigh, then tapers back in at the ankle, and the effect is genuinely architectural. Think of it less like a fashion piece, and more like a beautifully constructed shape that happens to be incredibly flattering. The fall 2026 version is more sculpted and intentional than earlier styles. It has grown up. If you carry more volume through the hips or thighs, this silhouette is especially worth trying because it skims rather than clings, which creates a smoother, more balanced line. The golden rule with barrel leg jeans is to keep everything on top fitted and clean. A tucked slim knit, a bodysuit, or a simple fitted tee lets the jeans be the focal point the way they are meant to be. For shoes, a pointed ankle boot or a sleek loafer finishes the look beautifully without competing with that tapered hem. Moving right along to trend number 3, and I want you to really stay with me on this one, because it might sound straightforward at first, but the more you understand about why it works, the more you are going to appreciate it. The dark wash denim resurgence is genuinely one of the most significant denim stories of this entire season, and it goes far deeper than simply looking polished or put together. There is actual science behind this. Dark colors absorb light rather than reflecting it back, which creates a flatter, smoother visual surface across the fabric. That is not a styling opinion or a fashion magazine claim. That is basic optical science working quietly and consistently in your favor every single time you get dressed. A deep indigo or a true navy wash acts as the perfect neutral anchor for every rich color that defines an American fall wardrobe. Think about it. Rich burgundy, warm camel, deep forest green, chocolate brown. dusty plum. Any single one of those tones paired with a great dark wash jean instantly looks like a complete, thoughtfully considered outfit. You did not even have to try that hard. And here is the practical reality that makes this trend especially worth investing in. One well-chosen pair of dark wash jeans can generate 3 entirely different looks just by changing your top. That kind of versatility is rare and genuinely valuable. When you are out shopping for dark wash, run your eye carefully over the fabric and look for an even, deep, consistent color with absolutely no fading or streaking across the thighs or seat. And when you wash them for the very first time, turn them inside out before they go into the machine. That one small habit protects the dye and keeps the color richer and deeper for far longer than you might expect. Now, trend number 4 is where things get genuinely exciting, and I say that especially for anyone who has been playing it safe with denim for a while and wondering whether there is still room to have a little fun with it. The answer is a very clear yes. Embellished jeans have officially crossed over from bold fashion statement into refined fall staple, and the way they are being interpreted in 2026 is far more sophisticated and wearable than anything we have seen in previous seasons. We are not talking about anything over the top or costume-like. We are talking about subtle studding placed with intention, delicate hand-stitched embroidery, a quiet and elegant line of rhinestones running along the hem or down a single side of the leg. Details that catch the light just enough to make an outfit memorable without screaming for attention. The key to wearing this trend beautifully, particularly for women in their mid-50s and beyond, is what I think of as the rule of one statement. If your jeans are doing the talking, then everything else in the outfit needs to quietly step aside. A clean black turtleneck, a simple crisp white button-down, a camel blazer with nothing competing for the eye. Keep the rest of the look completely calm and let the jeans carry the moment the way they are meant to. The smartest approach when shopping for this trend is to look for embellishment that lives only at the back pocket, along the hem, or across a single panel of the leg. That restraint is exactly what takes it from costume to couture. Subtle, intentional, and completely in control. That is the version of this trend that works beautifully for us. And that brings us to trend number 5. And honestly, this one deserves its own round of applause, because the story behind it is one that many of us can feel personally. The bootcut jean is back, and not in a quiet, tentative way. It is back with confidence and a completely refreshed identity. For a lot of women in this community, the bootcut silhouette belongs to some of our most energetic and self-assured years, the 1990s and the early 2000s, when we were moving fast and dressing with real intention. There is something genuinely wonderful about a style coming back around when you are even more secure in yourself than you were the first time you wore it. But here is what is important to understand. The 2026 bootcut is meaningfully different from the pair you might have quietly retired sometime in the last decade. The rise now sits considerably higher, which immediately changes the entire silhouette in the most flattering way possible. The flare begins from the knee, rather than from mid-thigh, which gives the leg a cleaner, more elongated line, and the opening at the hem is gentler and more refined, creating an effect that reads as quietly elegant rather than dramatic or dated. The overall silhouette is softly elongating, and it works beautifully with the body in a way that feels completely current. And because this style was literally engineered to be worn with boots, it pairs with absolute perfection alongside what is trending most strongly in fall footwear right now. Knee-high suede boots in camel, chocolate brown, or warm taupe are having a serious moment this season, and a bootcut jean skimming over the top of that boot creates one of the most effortlessly chic combinations available to us this fall. Add a chunky knit sweater on top, in a rich seasonal color, and you have an outfit that requires almost no thought at all, and yet looks like everything came together exactly right. No second-guessing required. No overthinking necessary. Just you, dressed beautifully, ready for whatever the day brings. Now here is the part that most fashion channels skip entirely, and honestly, it is the most valuable thing I can share with you today. Because knowing which trends exist is one thing, but knowing how to make any pair of jeans actually work for your body right now is what changes everything. So let us talk about 4 specific details that make the difference between jeans that look incredible on you and jeans that just hang in your closet. The first detail is rise. And this one is non-negotiable. Always choose a high-rise waistband, meaning it sits at or above your natural waist. A high-rise does two things at once. It defines your waist and smooths everything below it, all without any extra effort on your part. A low-rise waistband, on the other hand, creates what stylists call a muffin top effect and tends to feel uncomfortable and insecure throughout the day. Start here and everything else becomes easier. The second detail is fabric composition, and there is a sweet spot you are looking for. Structured denim with about 1 to 2% elastane is ideal. That small amount of stretch means the jean moves with you when you sit down, stand up, walk, and live your day, but it still holds its shape and looks clean and intentional by evening. Avoid the two extremes. Denim that is completely rigid with zero stretch can feel stiff and unforgiving. Denim that is overly soft, like a jegging, loses its shape within a few hours and stops looking polished. The sweet spot is structure, with just enough give. The third detail is back pocket placement, and this is the one most women never think to check, but it has the biggest visual impact of all. Pockets that sit too low on the seat make the back view look flat and elongated in all the wrong ways. Pockets that are positioned at the midpoint of your seat, slightly smaller in size and angled gently inward, create a lifted, rounded effect that is genuinely flattering. Before you buy any pair of jeans, turn around and look in the mirror. That back view tells you everything. The fourth detail is hem length, and getting this right is worth every penny of a simple alteration. For wide leg and straight leg jeans, the hem should graze close to the floor when you are wearing your shoes. For barrel leg and bootcut styles, it should just skim the top of your shoe. For slim leg jeans, the hem lands right at the ankle. A pair of jeans that fits beautifully everywhere else but breaks at the wrong length can undermine the entire look. Spending a little to have them hemmed correctly is genuinely the smartest investment in your denim wardrobe. Before we wrap up, let me leave you with 3 outfit formulas that pull everything we just talked about together in a way that is completely practical for real life. For a casual day out, try a straight-leg dark wash jean with a camel cashmere sweater, brown suede ankle boots, and a structured bag. Simple, warm, and effortlessly polished. For something a little more put together, pair deep indigo bootcut jeans with a white silk blouse tucked in, a tweed blazer, and knee-high suede boots. That combination looks like you planned it for days, even if it took you 10 minutes. And for a look that genuinely turns heads, reach for your barrel leg jeans, a fitted black turtleneck, a clear leather belt at the waist, and pointed toe flats. Architectural, elegant, and completely confident. Now here is the thing I really want you to take away from today. Dressing well in great jeans is not about trying to look younger. It never was. It is about showing up for yourself. It is a quiet daily message to the world that says you matter to you. So many women save their best outfits for special occasions. But the truth is, the way you dress when no one is watching is the most honest reflection of how you feel about your own worth. And at this stage of life, there is nothing more compelling than a woman who knows exactly who she is and dresses like it every single day, not just when someone is looking. So whether you walk away from this video inspired to finally try the barrel leg, ready to rediscover your bootcut, or simply reaching for a better dark wash this season, I hope something here gave you exactly what you came for. If this video was helpful, please save it now using the bookmark button below. You are going to want to come back to this the next time you are standing in a fitting room trying to remember what we talked about. And if you have not subscribed yet, this is your moment. The Elegant Closet is here every week for women who believe that style only gets better with time. Leave me a comment and tell me which of these 5 trends you are most excited about for fall. I read every single one. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Take good care of yourselves, dress beautifully, and I will see you in the next one.